Recently, in a public earnings call with shareholders, Vince McMahon was asked a question about possibly selling the WWE in the near future. Vince answered by saying, "The company is open to anything," but he stressed that controlling the company's destiny is very important, that he's unsure how much control they would lose if they sold the company. But at the end of the day, they are business people. They are open to listening to any offers, especially the kind that you can't refuse. A lot of fans were shocked when they heard that Vince McMahon might be open to selling WWE. So in today's top 10, I'm going to count down the top 10 possible reasons why Vince McMahon wants to sell the WWE soon. When the WWE network was created a couple years ago, everyone thought this was going to create some type of new boom period. That hasn't happened. With around 1.5 million subscribers, it's doing okay, but it's not doing great. And I think Vince McMahon sees this and is very upset about it. He kind of saw it as the last savior to save this company and really bring it back to possibly the Attitude Era. Vince McMahon is a one-man show. He doesn't like other people to work with him. I think that he's sick and tired of working with Triple H. He probably thinks that Triple H could be the reason why the ratings have dropped over the past couple of years. Triple H has been pushing these NXT guys, these guys from the Indies and TNA and New Japan. Instead of trying to build up Baron Corbin types, they're pushing these indie guys. I think Vince McMahon sees this and he says, you know what? I don't like Triple H anymore. I'm sick of him. I'm going to screw him over by selling WWE to somebody else, and somebody else is going to be in power. Somebody else is going to be doing the creative, not Triple H. Vince McMahon has been in the professional wrestling business for nearly 40 years. I think it's safe to say that he's maybe out of ideas. Vince McMahon used to be great at making huge megastars. With the current roster, there's nobody who's a big star. The last guy who was a really big star was probably John Cena. But instead of him becoming a big megastar in WWE, he's becoming a big megastar outside of it. And he's not really on television that much. So WWE can't have this guy who's doing movies, hosting award shows and stuff on their show every week. I think a simple reason why Vince McMahon wants to sell WWE is he's just tired of it. He's done with professional wrestling. Maybe he wants to go do something else. Remember, Vince McMahon has had many other things that he's tried to do, and they failed. The WBF, the World Bodybuilding Federation. He also did the XFL, the Extreme Football League. So he does have other interests outside of professional wrestling. Vince McMahon is definitely a guy who loves to make money, so it comes as no surprise that he's contemplating selling the company. Now, if he does sell the company, it's possible that he may not actually leave it. I think that if he does sell the company, in my opinion, I think maybe he'll be in power for a few months, maybe a year, and then he'll just end up retiring. Vince McMahon is now in his 70s. Vince McMahon has not had any rest, really at all, since the 80s. He's old and wants to retire. It's that simple. One mindset that Vince McMahon may have is that if he does pass away, that the company could go under. He probably doesn't want that to happen. So he thinks, if I sell the company, make a big boatload of cash, so my whole family is set for life. Pro wrestling is compared a lot to MMA. So Vince McMahon is probably thinking, hey, we are somewhat similar to MMA. We can sell our company for just as much money as UFC sold their company for. UFC sold over $4 billion. So WWE probably could sell for around $3 billion. I think everybody knows that WWE isn't what it used to be. The company is in really bad shape creatively right now, and the writing is on the wall. Look at the ratings, look at the low attendance. Yes, they're still making money. I think Vince McMahon really needs to think about this and say, hey, the writing really is on the wall. The company is not looking good. It is very similar to the dying days of WCW. They need to change things right now, because if they end up not selling this company, the company could go out of business by 2020 or 2025.